Hello, I'm Bert Oliver, and welcome to the Bowie News and Views. And my co-host, co-anchor, John Rouse, retired editor. Please kick us off, John.
Literally or
Literally.
literally? Okay, I don't think I'm up to it anymore. Bert, old age, and all that, and all that sort of thing.
Well, we can't blame physical for that. You look in good shape, John.
Well, thank you. That's looks are deceptive, as they say, right?
You see, I see more of you now than I ever did before. You would always, it was very hard to get to you at the newspaper because I'd go in and I'd have to give them my social security number and credentials. And
Bull.
but I would search you out.
Well, we had a good show last week. You missed because you had some business obligations.
Yeah.
And Michael, it's running right now. As a matter of fact, it's been continued for another week because he missed a few days because of this scheduling stuff.
Who is that?
He's the husband of Mimi Devlin, Judge the venerable Jerry Devlin's daughter. She used to be a reporter for me.
Yeah, she's very good too.
And Michael runs this blog called Bowie Living, and he's scooping the papers with stuff.
Oh, that's great.
We had an armed robbery attempt yesterday up at BBT on Route 197. I also understand there was an incident at Bowie High School. I'm not sure of the details, but Michael and Sandy Short, you remember her, she was on here with us. She went out and got photos, and he was up there, and boy, I'll tell you, we had the story like that.
Well, that's good because I was looking for someone up there. I happened to see the aftermath.
Yeah.
Must be 18 or 20 police cars there.
Yeah.
3 lanes, well, 2 lanes blocked off with police cars.
You know what bugs me about all this, though, Bert? We keep hearing these tales, delusional tales, not from the city, but from the Prince George's County. Anything from the county, I'd take with a grain of salt. Police department telling us all about these phenomenal decreases in crime. Well, you know something? I haven't seen it. Have you?
I haven't, and when you read it here in the paper about the shootings that occurred in Prince George County,
Yeah.
2 or 3 in 1 week is really, really frightening.
Oh, there's no question. We rank way up there in the state of Maryland for murders, too.
Yeah. And you know, that, John, in this particular episode yesterday, I might say a little more about it because it was a business person from a local business there going to the bank to make his usual deposit. Apparently does it same time every day, whatever. There was 2 suspects that tried to rob him. And I realize it's under investigation now, but there was an off-duty county police officer that tried to apprehend them to prevent the robbery. And of course, my understanding, what I saw on a news blurb on the internet yesterday afternoon, is that I didn't want to go up there and try to find anything. I was curious. But they reported that he was trying to get his gun because they were trying to take his gun. And it actually went off or fired with 1 bullet and grazed his leg, and another bullet went through the suspect he was working with.
Yeah.
Right
on Route 197.
Yeah. I understand he was shot through his hand. Route 197, one of the most traveled thoroughfares in the county. The second suspect, I understand, is still being searched for. But let me tell you a thing that this was a little curious about the episode. There was a helicopter overhead, seemed to be circling, and I'm wondering if they were looking for the suspect, and it was a police helicopter, not a medical helicopter. See, I saw no medical.
Did he get away? Or I heard
1 suspect got away. They have the one apprehended the one that was shot in the hand. They finally landed the helicopter at the police Bowie Plaza, and there was some police there blocking traffic. And the person got out of that police helicopter, it was blue and white, I guess Prince George's, went over to another van, and it had forensic on the van. So she got in the van to drive it and drove it across to the area of the bank and the service station in that intersection. And so forensics moved in quickly, I guess, for some reason or other.
Well, good.
Naturally, viewing it, your people would ask me, and I would look for the post of it. What happened? Bank robbery, whatever, and that's what a lot of people were wondering. But it was an attempt to rob the businessman.
Boy, I'll tell you, it just seems like regular occurrence. And this incident at Bowie High School really disturbs me. I've been trying to get this principal to come on the show and discuss what's happening at Bowie High School, but I've had no success. Apparently, she told me that she needed the permission of big wigs down in Upper Marlboro. Of course, the big wigs at Upper Marlboro don't give permission for anything.
Yeah.
They, you know how they treated those ladies in the overcrowding and moving situation.
Sure.
It's ridiculous. It's like a broken record. I keep saying, you know, this guy that allegedly represents us on the county school board, what a loser.
Well,
he's never here. He never does it. He ignored them completely.
Yeah, obviously he's the first point of contact with that kind of situation, and I can understand the concern about it.
Well, I think the superintendent's much better.
That's what I understand.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of the largest school systems in the country.
Yes, and it's also among the worst.
Yeah, and that's the sad part about it. You know, I've got to mention this, and this was a person was being interviewed in New York.
Yeah.
And he was formerly in Massachusetts Board of Education leader in the state.
Right.
And they had a test there in New York, imagine New York City, that they were not, when a person did the test, they had a sample there, 2 + 2 = 5. They didn't grade it wrong. They put it half grade.
Oh,
and had other examples too, like 3 × 9, you know, usually 27, if we put 25. They gave them half grades on that wrong answer.
That's ridiculous.
And the guy from Massachusetts, and it was on Fox News, I think, in the afternoon.
I don't watch Fox News.
You miss a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Good percentage. Anyway, the guy from Massachusetts said the reason that they did it there, and it helped improve their ratings. Of course it would.
Yeah, no kidding. That's
you give one of the students credit for no correct answer, almost like, well, they're intended. I couldn't believe it. I thought, well, good God, I hope this is not happening.
Well, it's not dissimilar to the flacks down at the school board will immediately dispatch a press release announcing improved scores in PG County on standardized tests. Yeah, they went up 2 points and they're still, you know, second to Baltimore or something like that.
Well,
it's just hooey. It's just like these crime statistics. I don't believe any of that.
Well, I'm beginning to wonder too, and I watch those pretty closely, and I happen to be have the Anne Arundel County statistics.
Yeah.
And where they were located and so forth. I have a son who lives in Anne Arundel, and I was trying to find his area. He has a townhouse. The odd thing about it, John, I compared those to Prince George's, and they are having difficulties too in certain things.
Yeah.
And when I was I compared it to the Prince George's paper, and then I also was in Calvert County this last week, Thursday, picked up their Calvert paper there and to seeing all of the crime statistics they had, and the majority of their crime statistics were robberies from cars.
Oh, really?
And stealing a car, but also robberies from cars.
Huh.
Were a result of people leaving their vehicles unlocked.
Unlocked, yeah.
And losing, and of course.
Well, our chief has said that constantly.
She does.
People stupid enough to leave shopping bags full of stuff in their car.
And unlocked often.
And unlocked.
She said. I think she waited to help someone out. She saw a purse there.
Yeah, waited for the woman to come out and say, "You don't do that." Common sense says you don't do that.
And of course, they did have a front page story there in that Calvert Recorder that was apparently an employee that opened the store.
Yeah.
They were assaulted when they came in, and the person that was burgling the store was still there.
Yeah.
And they had a sketch on the front page. But comparing those statistics, I understand we're going to have greater ones, but I thought Anne Arundel County had less than we did.
Probably did.
But the assault numbers in Anne Arundel were matching good to.
Well, I had heard from a source inside the police department. You know, they keep finagling what constitutes a carjacking, what constitutes this, what constitutes that. They're playing games.
Right.
Now, perhaps that's endemic to all departments like that. But, you know, we have woes in this county. We have big woes in this county. And what do you think of this crop of politicians surfacing?
I'm not sure that the people running, and I don't hear much from them. I'm sure they're campaigning now.
Yeah.
Signs are going up a little bit. But I think the latest...
Delegate Hubbard seems to have a lock on all the gas stations in town. I wonder what that's all about.
He buys a lot of gas, probably.